In our earlier session, we talked about a little bit about Verb Suite, little bit about SQL, like how we can capture a request in Verb Suite using proxy, and then how we can send it to repeater to test it repeatedly instead of capturing packets every time. Okay, capturing our request every time. Uh, yeah. So here in the repeater, we capture it here. We see the response here itself. We don't want to, every time go back and check again. So this is for testing one payload at a time. But if you have hundreds and thousands of thousands of payloads, I will explain that in a few minutes. Okay, hundreds and thousands of payloads. In that case, it's a very time-taking process in repeater. So what we will do is we will send a request to the same request. Okay, the same request to the intruder. Okay, intruder, and we have four types of attacking here, and we can give our payloads here, and we will select the payload position, and we will start our attack. So here it is very simple. Okay, here it is very simple. Let me open my Firefox. So my screen is being shared, right, Sandhya?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Set not now. Yeah. So there is one web application for testing web application, test.php vulnweb.com. So this is by Vulnweb. So why they really develop this test applications is, that too for the public. So Vulnweb is one of the cybersecurity company. If they want, they have their own tools actually. So they are paid, and we are not using that. So Bubsuite is free, and the tool that I have given to you is an cracked version of the professional edition. So we have more and more features when we compare that to the community edition, right? So we are using the cracked one, so that's not ethical again, but we don't want to spend dollars over there, so we are using cracked version here. So nothing wrong about that, but yeah, for learning purpose, you can. And don't do this when you're doing, your penetration testing at your organization. Your organization should be providing you with the license keys, everything, what is required for you. Otherwise, just raise your hand, that's it. Okay. Apart from that, here, if you want to do it manually into web application without any proxy, without capturing the request and all, okay, you can how you will do, you will do it here itself, right? You will do it here itself, and then you will enter password. Let's say here test is a, they have given the password as well, but if you want to do brute forcing, I will do let me try with Kamal and Kamal at the rate 123, and then whatever the known passwords is there, I will try with that. So what is it giving? You can also, it is not logging me in. Okay, if you already registered, please blah blah blah, it is giving something like that. And if you give the correct password, if you give the correct password, it will allow me. So here now I know the password. Here now I know the password, so that it is allowing me here. Okay, it is allowing me here, right? Again, there are multiple websites to test. I mean, these are test websites. So one is altoromutual.com. Altoromutual.com. Let's see. Yeah. So this is also one website, testing website. So you can test it. Like here, if you can see the Altoro J website is published, blah blah blah, to purpose of demonstrating the effectiveness of HCL products. Like I told you, these guys develop these websites and host them just to test their products. Okay, so it's just like when they go for sales and marketing, they will run this these automated tools, their products, and then they will test their effectiveness. Okay, in detecting web application vulnerabilities, etc. Okay, so just for their purpose, their own purpose, they are putting these websites. We can go ahead and test them. Okay, there is one more called Zero Bank. So no, please note this. Note all this, right, so that you can practice. I will just explain it in one side. You have to practice in different sides. Okay. So, and also this will be task for you. Okay, this will be the assignment for you, and then please complete your assignment so that practice will be completed, and also you will understand the topic in depth, right? There is one more thing called Zero Bank. Zero Bank. Yeah, go to advanced because that certificate is not secure. Oh, zerobank.com. Right, click on advanced. Accept the risk and continue. So because this is going via your Bub suite, let me turn it off. Then it will not ask me for that certificate. Okay, it should not. Yeah. Okay, zero bank. No, this is not the one. By micro focus, more confident, manage your money. Okay, just leave this, guys. I will just give you insight. This one on zero bank web app security by web app security. I'm reading something else. Yeah. So you can test your skills on this as well. Okay, on this application. And what else we have? Uh, 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 Testify.net. Testify.net. Yeah. You can test your applications in any one of this site. Okay. Altero, it's again Altero Mutual. I have already told you. Altero Mutual itself is Testify.net. Okay. Yeah. It's the same. So once I logged in, I know the password here. So yesterday we discussed about a SQL injection, right? So yesterday we discussed about SQL injection. Let me quickly open my OneNote. Yeah. So when I say here, the SQL injection, how our request will go there is, how our request will go there is, it will go like where, okay, select all from, excuse me, okay, yeah, select. What does this mean? Asterisk means all, okay, select everything from customer table, let's say, customer table, or credentials table, customer table, where, so when I give where, on followed by a condition, okay, where uname or username, uname equal to, let's say Sandhya, and password equal to Sandhya at 123. Sandhya at 123. Right? So here actually this will be in double quotes. If this is a syntax, actually double quotes or single quotes are in brackets. So this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax. I told you, like whenever there is a statement, whenever there is a statement for and to become true, this whole statement to become true. Here, statement one, statement two. So this whole condition to become true. So h- you know what is the condition for statement one and statement to be? So both should be true. Okay, both should be true for this for that matter. Okay, so here username also should be Sandhya, and as well as password should be Sandhya at 123. Then if, at that point of time only you will be getting the login, because this whole statement will return true only if username equal to Sandhya and password equal to Sandhya 123 matches with the table which you have in the database, right? So that is how your validations happens. Okay, not every time this will be the logic, but this is a basic understanding of the logic, behind the validation of your password. Okay, validation of your password. Got it? Any doubts here, Sandhya?
No.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay. So going forward, actually using this as an advantage, నేనేం చేస్తాను? Oh, sorry. What I will do is, okay, username equal to Sandhya, right? So instead of username equal to Sandhya, okay, instead of username equal to Sandhya, so this is a open quote and this is a closed quote, right? So this is an open quote and this is a closed quote. So here again, I am opening the quote. Here again, closing the quote again. So what I will do is there are multiple payloads that I can use. Okay, there are multiple payloads that I can use. Uh, ఇక్కడ open అయింది already. That means, here the codes are open and I'm giving Sandhya, okay, Sandhya, and then I'm actually closing it here itself, and I'm typing r, okay, and I'm typing r 1 equal to 1, okay, 1 equal to 1, and again I'm closing here. So this will be my payload here now, okay. So this will be my payload. So instead of entering Sandhya, or else, I will enter Kamal or 1 equal to 1. So this whole statement becomes what? So when yesterday I told you, like, in SQL, so if 1 equal to 1 is true, okay, 1 equal to 1 is true always. 1 equal to 1 is true always. Okay, is true. 1 equal to 2,
False.
yeah, is false. 1 greater than 2,
False.
1 greater than or equal to 2,
False.
yeah, 2 greater than or equal to 2,
True.
true, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're not confused with these statements. So here this will become true, right? So let me, as a hacker, what I will do is I don't even know the username. Okay, I don't even know the username. Instead of Sandhya, what I'm giving is, instead of Sandhya, I'm giving Kamal, right? Instead of Sandhya, I'm giving Kamal. So here what it becomes is Kamal or 1 equal to 1. So here we have R. So this is false. Okay, let's say username equal to Kamal, or username equal to Kamal, or 1 equal to 1. So username equal to false. Okay, Kamal is always false, right? Because don't we they don't even have that username, right? So in that table they don't even have that username, uh, and here are false. So what this whole statement will become?
True.
True, exactly. Because here in our statement, our condition, okay, in our condition, any one of the statement needs to be true to become the whole statement as true, right? So if and only when both the conditions are false, okay, if both the conditions are false, the whole statement will become false. Otherwise, it will be always true, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm leveraging this advantage. I'm taking advantage of this statements and conditions in SQL, and I'm making this whole statement as true. Okay, so this whole statement, this my password validation statement will become true only if username will become true and password will become true. So here I'm making this as true by leveraging, putting inside R and something like this. And here also in the password as well, instead of Sandhya123, what I will do is I will put some random password. I'll put some random password, and I will put R, and then I'll put 1 equal to 1. Okay. So here, just to close the opened, sorry, quote, to just to close the open quote, I'm putting one more quote here, and then opening one more quote here, and closing one more quote. Anyways, we have the closing quote here already, right? So instead of this, I am giving my payload. I will show you one example. So go to Google and type for SQL injection payloads. SQL injection payloads. So I'll tell you what exactly we will be looking for. So yesterday also we looked into this, right? So that many payloads we'll be having. Maybe intruder. Let's go with intruder. I don't want blind SQL, blah blah blah. These are multiple types. We have this many attacks. You know, uh, we have blind SQL. So these are the types of the attacks. Don't worry about that. Generic. I need some generic. I'm just looking for some payloads. Will directly search for password attack payloads. Okay. To Enroll itself. Hard bypass. I was looking for this. Okay. So here, what we just tried is this one. Okay. So this example. So what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to explain here is instead of Sandhya, what I'm trying to do, uh, I'm trying to put this text. Okay, I'm trying to put this text, admin or 1 = 1. So this statement will become true or false
True.
because 1 = 1 is true. Again, here, why there are single quotes? Not everywhere. I mean, see here. I'm putting only 1 = 1, 1 = 1. Here I'm opening the code and closing the code. Here I'm just opening the code and I'm not closing the code. Here I'm closing the code and not opening the code. Why? This is the trickiest part
Here
here.
as
Just
well.
run. So here we already have open code, right? Because instead of in the place of Sandhya, and we are trying to trick the SQL logic behind. We are trying to trick the logic behind and then we are just giving admin. Okay, if you open again, so this will become here and here, right? So it will open here and it will close by here itself. No, I don't want to do that. I want to add one more condition or condition. Okay, or condition, so that I'm ending this statement here itself. Instead of admin I can put anything, or 1 = 1. Okay, or 1 = 1. Just I will capture this request in burp suite. Okay, just I will capture to capture this request. What I have to do first? So if it is an integrated browser, I don't know, for some reason the integrated browser is not working on my machine. So I have installed an explicit browser. Okay, that is Firefox. Firefox is very handy. Earlier I used to use only Firefox. In my office machine, it is working fine with the integrated browser itself. So not worried. Both are fine. Both are fine. Okay. So here I have to turn on my proxy first. Okay, so which is configured to go to burp suite. So whatever I type here, it should go to burp suite. Okay, what I will do is I will just turn it off now for now, and I will log out from here. Okay, where is logout button? Logout test. You have been logged on, and I have to sign up again. So I want to capture this request, guys. I missed a very big topic, very important topic. I'm sorry. So first of all, what are the inputs for an attacker, or what are the inputs for an what are the places that we can give our inputs as an end user, or as an public, as a public, what all we can do in a web application. So actually we can give inputs. So
Login, username, password.
yeah, login, username, password, right?
If we
Exactly.
get any OTP, we can
Yeah, so
put
apart from that,
OTP.
we can do searching here. So what is available for a hacker, or what is available for a public, whether you're genuine or not, I'm not worried about that. Okay, but I have to be safe all the time, right? So this should be the mindset of any company, any organization. So I can't say, people are good, they will not hack my web application. So so there is a concept called zero trust. Okay, not you are not even trusting your CEO, in that, for that matter, you're not even trusting your peer, I mean your colleague, you are not even trusting your colleague. So that is zero trust. Okay, and there is one more concept called separation of duties. So this attacks has to be done only by the security team. Not everyone can come and attack, even if you are within your company and if you are working for different team, right? You are not entitled to perform these attacks. Okay, so you're not entitled to perform these attacks. So if and only if you have permission, so that's why we will sign NDA, or we will get all the approvals what are required for internal pen test or external pen test. Then only we will go and attack. Again, yeah, coming back here, what all inputs you can do search. What else? Here in this page you can do login. So what else you can do?
Navigate to tabs.
Exactly, navigate to
Sidebar
tabs.
tabs.
We can click on every link. Okay, we can click on every link. Inside that we can crawl into another link. So this is called crawling. Okay, this is called crawling. Whether we can do manually or else your Bubsuit just go log in, and then here your Bubsuit will automatically capture your traffic. If you see here, all my requests, this is to logout.php. All my requests will be captured here. So this privacy.php, any recent categories.php. Yeah, so just now I opened categories.php, right? So you can see there as well. Okay, you don't have to remember everything. Earlier we used to remember, I mean, we used to note down everything, every link actually, because this URL bar, right? So here also a lot of attacks can be performed. So this is one of the parameter, URL parameter is one of the critical parameter where it is accessible to the public, excuse me, where it is accessible to the public. Okay, so here also we can manipulate something. Going forward, I will explain you that as well. So this mindset we should have. We should not even leave a single thing, not even this about us, privacy policy, contact us, this this copyright text, right? So not even that we have to miss. We have to focus everything as a good penetration testing engineer. Focus information gathering is the best knowledge they can have, and the reporting skills. Okay. Here, as for the training purpose, we are going into multiple vulnerabilities daily and we are not reporting. So at the end of this session, I will have a couple of classes for fully on reporting, and we will do the full penetration testing, and we will do everything at once. So now I am explaining differently, I mean separately, right? Going forward, I'm going to explain it everything at once. Okay, we will take one full day, or one 2 3 hours of our time, and then we will do the full penetration testing of an application, and then we will report it as well, from the stage one to stage last stage, I mean till reporting, right? Here, yeah, browsing categories. Again, here there are few links. Okay, so here they have given something. I just want to here. I don't have any redirections to go again. Yeah, I have view pictures of this artist. Comment on this artist first, and then this comment session is also an input to the attacker, right? Input to the public. So you can comment, you can like, you can uh, if it is a shopping site, if the payment card information is involved. So sometimes, have you heard about this Flipkart and Amazon vulnerabilities, where you can add products into the cart for 2 rupees, 3 rupees, or 1 rupee, whether even they are 2000, 3000, whatever the amount they are. So you can add it for free, or sometimes with a very minimum cost, right? Have you ever listened, ever gone through that type of vulnerabilities?
I heard of selling the products, but not vulnerabilities.
Yeah. Okay. So, what happens there means, the product might be a value of $1,000, right? So, but, sometimes there will be a loophole where they can add it for 1 rupee. So I have seen these kind of vulnerabilities as well. So not recently, it's been a while, like 3 4 years ago. I have seen that kind of vulnerabilities as well. But immediately they will find out, and then they will close those vulnerabilities. Yeah. And again, this comment section is also an input field for the user, right? So like going to every page is called crawling. Okay, crawling. So you just check the login page and there is no vulnerability there. Does it mean your web application is secure? It's a small part of the testing. Okay, that is just a small part of the testing, where we are testing the authentication of that application, right? We are just testing the authentication of that application, nothing else. Okay, going forward, let's go back to our sign up page. Here we are testing for SQL injection vulnerabilities. So for any injection, for any attack, right? So these are for injections majorly. So the attack points will be the user inputs. Okay, here for in this page, what will be the user inputs?
Username, password.
Username, password, of course. Yeah, username, password. Or else you can do it in search bar as well. Okay, do it in search bar as well. Okay, but the functionality of the search bar is different, and the username and password is different, right? So username and password, you know that it will go ahead to the application server. It will compare your credentials stored in the SQL server, or on the database server, and then if it is true, it will give back that web page. It will give back here that response page, this response. What I mean is, let me give test and test. My burp. Yeah, it's off. Yeah. So to give this page, I have to give the correct credentials. If I give wrong credentials? Oh, sorry. Uh, Here I will just log out. Okay. So if I give wrong credentials, sign up. Where is login? Ah, so yes. So in the sign up page, if I give wrong credentials, let's say blah 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 blah. So what did it give? It didn't give anything. I mean, it didn't give either any error, or if you already registered, please enter your login information below. It is not giving anything. Okay. So this is what the behavior of an username and password. So what if I go search here with the username, like just if I give test here, does it going to log in me? No, it is just giving, the results for test. So I'm just searching for test and it is giving me results for text. Okay, test. So that's not what we are expecting for. So for SQL injection, most probably we will be looking for either URLs. Tomorrow I will explain that as well. Okay, how to exploit SQL injection on URLs as well. Okay, or else the login pages. Login pages are the best SQL injection input fields. Okay, so here I'm going to sign up. It should be sign in if I'm not wrong. Sign up is something that we register for. That we register. Okay. Here now I want to capture this request. Now tell me what I have to do to capture this request.
Log into proxy.
Exactly. Not exactly log into proxy. I have to interfere
Enable.
this. Yeah, interfere this. To interfere this, I have to turn on my intercept. Okay. So I have to intercept my traffic. That means I have to stop my traffic in between, and then I want to do something. I want to manipulate something, right? So I want to manipulate something. So I will do intercept on. So before that, please check whether your proxy is set to 8080 or not. Okay, so this proxy is set to 8080 or not. And again, now I will try to capture this request. Okay, I'm just giving test and test, or I can give whatever I want. So let's assume I don't know the password. I'm giving pass, you name. So whatever you want, you can give. And I'm pressing enter. So why this is continuously loading?
It's not enabled or connected.
What is not enabled again?
Proxy.
No, actually proxy is enabled. So that's why we are intercepting this traffic. I mean, we are stopping this traffic in between. Okay.
Okay.
So if you see here, also I turned my taskbar off. Otherwise, it would have blinked here. I mean, this proxy, this one, right? Burp suite will blink actually. So if you go there, your request is captured here. If you see, I told you, any request will have a request or response will have header and body. Okay, so how to identify header and body means, so first 13 lines. I mean, it's not standard, but yeah. So if you see here, okay, if you see here, there is a gap in between 13 and 15th line. Okay, so by that you can assume that, okay, so the first everything, whatever we are getting before this space is header, and after this space is body. So what we are sending in the body, we are sending you the username and password, right? We are sending the username and password. Uh, so here Now, if I want to, do some attack, if I want to do some attack, I can change it here as well. Okay, I can change it here as well. Uh, you know, I got this request and then I'm changing it to something else. Okay, and I'm changing it to something else, and I can forward my request. Okay, I can forward my request. Based on that, I will. Okay, I have to forward all the requests. Okay, based on that, I will get my response. So now this loading is stopped. Okay, now this loading is stopped. Based on that, I got this response. So either its password is wrong, or if you are already registered, so whatever the error it is coming, right? So even if I give it wrong password here itself, that's the same thing. Uh, again, so I want to capture this request. I want to capture this request. Oh, sorry. It is test and test. Okay, no problem. I captured it here. If I forward it, it will go off. Okay, if I forward it, it will go off. So if I want to do like this, it will take me forever to just test one 10 or 20 passwords here itself, right? So 20 passwords here itself. Uh, One more thing, what we can do is we can send it to repeater. Okay, as I told, we can send it to repeater, or else you can press Control R, right click and send it to repeater, or else Control R. So now here I can change any number of times. Okay, any number of times, and I can see the response. Okay, here I can send, I can see the response. Okay, you must log in. So it is giving me that response. So what if I give test and test, what it will give, I will see. Okay, it is giving the whole page. So whatever the page it comes for correct password, right? It is giving me this whole page. Guys, remember, just to guys, so that you can understand, I'm giving the wrong password and showing you this, and I'm giving the right password and showing you again something like this. Okay, so see the length of this response, and just remember the length of that earlier response, so that we can uh, have something. I mean, to there will be one more topic coming forward when we are including this traffic. Okay, so here also you are doing mostly manually. Okay, here also you are doing mostly manually. So what if you have a big list of passwords that you have to try, you just copy it from online, just like this. Okay, you're copying it from online just like this, and then if you want to try one by one, you can try, no one is stopping you to try. But that's a very highly time taking process, right? Very highly time taking process. So but here is one more feature in Burp Suite, that is intruder. You can press Control I or right click intruder, send request to intruder. Okay, here we can actually put something, try to automate this. We have to select the payload position. So what is payload again?
Load
What is a
balancer.
payload? No. Load balancer is different. Payload is something else. We discussed that multiple times while we
Where
discussed
we give
about
all the inputs.
yeah, where we give all the inputs. I mean, what if you are taking a courier package? I mean, there will be courier truck will be delivering you the courier, right? So that truck is, let's say, carrying your payload, carrying the payload. So they are, just remember that name load, and then you can understand. Okay, load means nothing. Load is nothing but whatever the stuff you have inside, right? So payload is nothing but, so what is inside. So what is inside, whatever the inputs we are giving here, so that we call it as payload. Whatever we are trying to attack, right? Whatever giving as an input, that is a payload. Again, going forward, to select this position, just highlight that, double click on that, or else you can select it. Okay, you can select it. Okay, just select that text, and then if you see on this right side, if you see this right side, there is a add button. Okay, there is a add button. So if you don't want to do that, if you want to clear that, clear. And here there is a option called auto. It will automatically select. Sometimes it might not select that. So if you want to change something else, so that's the way we can do it manually. You can select the text and add it. So here you can see the dollar sign, right? So the dollar sign is came into this picture. So what the dollar sign means, okay, here we selected the payload. Okay, here we selected the payload. So now if I want to do both on username and password, I will select both. Okay, I will select both. What if I only want to, if I know the username and I want to do brute forcing or this SQL injection attack only on the password means I don't want to put anything on the username. I know already, I know this username is test, and then I want to do the penetration testing only on the password. So let us see. I will clear this. I will clear this. Okay, I didn't select that. Sorry. Yeah, why it is not getting selected. Okay, I have cleared that, right? So I have to select that and I have to clear that. You got it? So it's just I'm selecting the positions where I want to attack. So instead of me going and giving all the passwords and usernames manually, so here we have four attack types. Okay, here we have four attack types. Just read this. What this is saying. This attack uses single set of payload. Okay, single set of payload and one or more payload positions. Okay, one or more payload positions. So payload positions are this one username and password we are selecting here, right? So these are payload positions. Okay, in each payload into the okay, it places each payload into first position, then each payload into the second position, and so on. Okay, each payload into the second position and so on. So here, what it is telling means. So whenever you are giving a payload, that means you are giving a file list of payloads. I'm sorry. Okay, list of payloads. That means first one. Test you name. Okay, list. Kamal, Sandhya, Bala, Naveen, Aaron. So passwords 8 and pass 1 to 3. Uh, URL. So whatever it is. Okay, I'm giving this list. So using Sniper, what it will do is, so now we have username and password fields. Username and password fields. What it will do is, it will put everything in the first place. I mean, test in the first place. Uh, so first for the first test case, it will go with test. Again, it will go with test on the second place as well. Okay, so this will go ahead and get one response for us. Get one response for us. Again, our second response will be uh, this like this. Okay. Here it will use the second one as a username and second one again as a username. Same username and password will be there for us. Same username and password. Here at the first time is test and test. Is test and test. So what is the drawback of this sniper attack type? And I will tell you the advantage as well. So you can tell me the a disadvantage of the sniper attack. Can we use
Is
it
that
for
for
username and password?
one username you are giving like to the two?
Yeah. So this is a username and this is password. This is a username and this is password field.
Okay.
So for example, username is Sandhya and password is also Sandhya. In that case, you can use sniper. But what is the disadvantage of this?
Hackers may easily attack.
No, I mean it's about username and passwords. I mean the similarity of username and passwords. Guys, have you ever
Sometimes it may not allow to put the same like
no,
username
it
and
is like
password same.
it is not ideal. For this example, it's a test example. They have hard coded this username and password. Apart from this example, I have never seen any username and password to be the same. Have you ever seen your username as Sandhya and password as Sandhya?
No.
No, never. You will not keep like that. So that is not ideal for that case. So when it is ideal means it is ideal when you want to attack only one position. You know Sandhya. Sandhya is a username. Okay, Sandhya is a username, and you don't know the passwords. You only want to attack username. Okay, sorry, you only want to attack the password. So I will be having list of passwords like test at the rate 123, this one exclamatory 123. So whatever it is, okay, big list of passwords. So what I will be doing here with the sniper means, here, okay, it will go first. It will test. Okay, second one, it will test for second password. Third one, third password. It will brute force here. Okay, so it will brute force here, right? Right. So here and all. Okay. So here it is useful for that scenario. Okay, it is useful for that scenario. For our SQL injection, in that case as well, we are uh, going to put both. We are going to satisfy both the conditions, and then uh, you know, we sorry, excuse me, both the conditions. It will be the same username and password. Okay, same username and password here. Okay, Ardhaman, did you understand, Sandhya?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have two positions, it will fill all the positions with this one. Again, it will continue using that positions. So I will show you in live how these attack types are used. I will give you one payload and I will show you what all payloads it is attacking. Then you can understand very easily. Okay. So here before selecting, okay, first of all, you have to select the attack type. After selecting, you have to go to the payloads. So you can only give one set of payloads here. Okay, it is only one. You can only highlight one set of payload. So either you can give simple list. Okay, here there are multiple types of payloads that you can give. So let's go with a simple list for now, and then you can give your own list. Okay, let me just copy this list. Okay, just let me copy this list, or you can have your own list. Okay, just press on paste here. It's only no, it didn't copy. Didn't copy. Okay, control C, and again here paste. Okay, so it pasted everything here, right? It pasted everything here. How many payloads I have? How many payloads I have? So it is doing all union attacks on. Okay, let it do. Let it do. So how many payloads we have? Here you can see the payload count as 199. 199 payloads we have. So including this one which we pasted. So here we have 198 actually. We copied everything. Okay. So here how this attack is going to perform, let us see. Okay. So you don't want to change any settings here in resource pool and here. So position and payloads are very important. So attack type is very important again. Okay. Here I'm only testing this with only on the password, or else okay, let me put this as well so that you can understand. So test on single position, either password or username. Okay, username and password. So I'm going to add this position as well, and I'm going to press start attack on the right top corner. Okay, right top corner. So once you press this, within seconds, see how many payloads we executed. 170, 180, 190, 200. Yeah, within a minute you are executing all this. So at least it would have taken 2 to 3 hours if you want to do this manually, right? Aram se. So what we are doing here is you can see this how this request is going. You can see how this request is going. Here, username as admin and password as test. Okay. So sorry. Yeah. So here, username as admin and password as test. Here, because why it is taking admin and password, we put that actually, right? We put that. Okay. So again, going forward, I want to see this request. See this request, how it is showing. Username is hyphen and password is test. Again, here username is. Can you see what is here? Can you tell me what is here and why it is percentage 20? Have you ever noticed? There is no percentage 20 here, but here it is giving percentage 20. I'm giving nothing. That means space. So I'm just giving space. Okay. So that might be also, and sometimes, that might be also a payload that might also give you a result. So based on the logic behind that, so we don't know the logic. Okay, we don't know the logic. We are trying to exploit the logic. So now we are very blind. You don't have the source code. You don't know the logic, and we are trying to do it blindly. Okay, in that case, this is encoded and it is going as percentage 20. Percentage 20 means space. Actually, this is encoded. So there are percentage greater LT, percentage LT means greater than symbol. Sorry, less than symbol. Percentage GT means it is greater than symbol. So there are a few encodings as well. So I will explain that later. So for now, what it is doing is it is putting everything in the first place. Okay, it is putting everything in the first place. And in the last, how many we have? How many we had? How many payloads we have? One second. Let me check the payloads. Huh, 199. Okay, 199 payloads we had. Sorry, this is a request count. Okay, 199 payloads. So after 199, let me go to the 200th request. 200th request. Here on the 200th request, if you can see this request, I'm putting this as test itself. Okay, I'm putting username as test itself, and I'm changing my password, and I'm only changing my password. Okay, and I'm only changing my password. You understand now, Sandhya?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm doing here is, for all my first attacks, I'm going to put my first payload here, second payload here, third payload here, fourth payload here, uh, fifth payload here, and the position one. On my second, after that, after all my payloads are completed, let's say here 7, 8, 9, right? After my 9 payloads completed, 9 requests completed, again my 10th request will be on the second payload. Payload 2, payload 2, payload 2, payload 2, payload 2, payload 2. So it's like that. So how many total requests I will be getting? Number of payloads times number of positions, right? So here for this example, here how many payloads I had? 199, right? How many request count I got? 398. How? I had two positions, right? I selected two positions. So what if I select only one position? What if I select only one position? Let me clear that.
199.
Exactly. Okay. I will just clear this. It's not selecting. I cleared everything. I only will add to username. Okay. So now I will go see the position. So 199 only. After everything is filled, okay, after everything is filled, it is going to the second position. Okay, it is going to the second position. So first position separately, second position separately, it is attacking. Okay, so likewise, let's see the result. Actually, I'm worried about the result. So guys, here either you can go with the status codes every 200 status code, every 200 status code. That means we got a positive response. Okay, successful response. That doesn't mean you have hacked the password or cracked the password. Okay, but here rather than it is giving a successful response, we have to test it again. We have to test it again. So let us see this request. It is using test and test. Okay, it is not we it is the straight response. So why they will give this is, okay, why they will give is, if you are using correct password here, if you are using correct password here, so what is the length it is going to provide. Okay, we are worried about the length as well. So earlier I have shown you in the repeater how it is responding to correct password and the wrong password. So how it is responding to the correct password and wrong password, Sandhya?
If the password
Obviously,
is
yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
if the password is correct,
Yeah,
it
if the
will
password is
respond.
correct, it is responding very long, very lengthily. right? It is
Yeah.
giving more information. So if password is strong, we might either get your password is wrong or something else, or a standard length. It will not give more information, right? It will not give more information. Similarly here, similarly here, we are going with the length. Okay, we are going with the length. Let me go to the intruder. Mm, Did I start my attack? Yeah, let me start my attack. Okay, so why it is 199 here again?
Only one password.
One position we selected. It's not password. We selected the username position. Okay, we are trying to give brute force with our SQL injection payloads. With our SQL injection payloads, it's a time. Yeah, we are on time. So SQL injection payloads here. Okay, so on the first request it is going like that. In the second request it is going like that. Okay, guys, here is a homework for you. Okay, okay, I will explain one more out of sniper. So go with the battering ram, you will understand. Go with each request. Okay, sorry, each attack that that it did, and then try to explore how the positions are being changed. Okay, so read this. This is using a single set of payload. It iterates through a payload and places the same payload into all the different payload positions at once. Okay, same payload at all the positions at once. That means similarly, let me clear this. Yeah, okay, that means same password. Okay, Tarak at this place. So earlier I told you like the same example, right? The same example I have told you, but it will only fill one at a time. Okay, it will only fill one at a time. It will only fill one at a time, and then leave the rest. Whatever you give as an input, it will take that blindly. It will not change that. Okay, it will not change that. So this attack is only useful when you know something. Okay, you know the password and you don't know the username, or you know the username and the password. So this will be the most cases. You know the username and you will be attacking mostly on the password field. In that case, you can use your sniper. Okay, use your sniper. So if it is battering ram, okay, if it is battering ram, okay, if it is battering ram, it will also take only one set of payload. Okay, it will also take only one set of payload, but it will put everything in the same place. Okay, let me get this so that you will understand. Username, password. So here, test one at the rate 123 as username, test at the rate 123 as password. Got it? Again, in my second request, test at the rate 123. Sorry, here uname at the rate 123, uname at the rate 123. Probably I confuse you little bit while I'm explaining the sniper attack in the beginning. But yeah, so that is one at a time. You know, that means we'll take username and it will keep test. This will be standard. Okay, this will be standard. 2, 3, 4, 5. It will fill like that. And again, coming back on our 10th request, this will be test again. Whatever you give as an input in the request, and this will be changing. This will be go ahead and changing. But here in battering ram, every position will be filled with this one. Okay, every position will be filled with your set of payload. Okay, first payload on position 1, position 2. Second payload, position 1, position 2. Third payload, position 1, position 2. Probably I confused you in sniper, but while attacking, we did it correctly. Okay, did you get it, Sandhya?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we will start our attack. Okay, we will start our attack with the same payload. We will start our attack with the same payload, and we'll see how the attack is happening. Okay, I will let this attack happen, and then I will go with this request and response. So see here, I'm putting admin What is this? This has to be changed. Pass is not text again. Discard. Let me select battleground and start my attack. Okay. Seems like it is not changing. Okay. Now I got it. I confuse. I myself is confusing here. Okay, no worries. I got it. Why it is only attacking my first position?
Given as admin.
Okay, so it is only giving because we selected only username. Okay, here how many attacks we will be getting? How many requests we will be getting here? Number of payloads into, sorry, number of payloads. That's it. Okay, here it is only attacking admin because I didn't select this test position. I thought like I selected this test position and why it is behaving like sniper. So I'm wrong. Okay, here select both, and you can see how it is behaving for both. So see here, it has to put everything in the same. Username is also same, password is also same, right? It is giving username also same, it is giving password also same. See here, username same, password same. For example, yeah, here username same, password same, right? So here it is encoding by itself and then sending it. Okay, or else you can give it simply this one directly to the password and then password and username, and you can try it. So here length is differing. That means this is, so here we can look for some success. Okay, all this length is not differing, right? So you can highlight with based on, you can sort based on the length. If you can click double click, it will sort based on the length. Okay, here then I'm expecting this is 200, and the length is little bit higher compared to all the requests, so that I can assume, okay, there is some success here. That could be wrong. Okay, that could be wrong. To verify, okay, so just to verify, here you will find an option show response in browser. Okay, show response in browser. You can copy this. You can copy this, and then you go to your browser. Where is my browser? Yeah, here it is. First of all, turn this intercept off. So because this request also will be captured there. Okay, turn this proxy intercept off. Now open new tab and then enter it here. Yeah, this is a success. This is what we are expecting, right? But what is the password here? This one, admin or 1 = 1, which we tried in our example that I explained. So here let us see whether this is working. So in SQL, guys, I want to explain this payloads as well. In SQL, hyphen means comment. Okay, comment. So what here our payload is doing also I will explain. I will explain that. See here, we are giving username as hyphen pass as text, right? Username as hyphen pass as text. So what attack we are doing here again?
Yeah.
We have two. Sorry. Okay, and we are doing the battering ram. Okay, username hyphen pass as hyphen again. Okay, this is also working here. So hyphen means our comment in SQL. Okay, comment in SQL. So and means it's and only. It's a symbol. In SQL, this will not work. I mean, this ampersand will not work as and. So we are just call this symbol is ampersand. Okay, this is a special character. That's it. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it is an and command. So and means you have to give it specifically like this. Okay, or and something like this. Okay, got it. So here in this command, how it is working means we are giving you as a username and password. Let us go back to this example. So instead of Sandhya, what I'm giving, I'm commenting that here. Okay, I'm commenting that here. So everything else will get commented here. Let us see whether this works or not. Okay, I will copy this. I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll just copy this. Sometimes this can be underscore. You will be confusing here. Okay, so just to copy that, I will give username and I will just log out from here. I will log out from here. Log out test. Yeah, here it is. Logged out. Sign up. Again, I'm giving okay. I'm giving this. I'm giving only single character, the same character as I'm giving here. Okay, it is not giving, but we are getting the same length. Okay, so sometimes these are the false positives. Okay, these are the false positive. Let us see this one. Let us see this one, and I will give this as my payload. Okay, I will give single quote or true hyphen hyphen. I will give directly single quote or true hyphen hyphen, right? So now I'm copying the same thing and I'm pasting it on the password, right? I'm pressing login. This can be true or this can be false. Okay, so we can't rely on that. We have to come and check for sure. So whatever you're not getting, we can leave it. Okay, all this we can leave. All these payloads we can leave. Not every payload will help you again. Okay, payload. Not every payload is. Not every payload will fit into that. It is still loading. Is my intercept on? Let me close this. Discard. I don't want to save. Discard. I don't want to save. Okay, like this, try in your browser all these payloads and verify whether these passwords are working or not. Okay, these payloads are working or not. So if it is working for one thing, it's more than enough here. It is more than enough. We can say, yeah, it is responding for our payloads. Okay, our SQL injection payload. So this is how we can do the SQL injection. So taking this forward, we can do SQL injection in different ways as well. Okay, so it is requesting for a certificate. I will show you. Is my intercept on? It is off only. Okay, no worries. You can just test with those passwords. Okay, whatever we got in the attack, right, in the intruder. So you can test with those passwords with the length, sorted by length. We can test with those passwords. Okay, going forward, test in different applications, which I have told you. What are they? Altero Mutual, Test PHP, we just did Zero Bank, you can try, Testfy.net, we can try, and give me the results. And also, there is one more topic, brute forcing. So here we did brute forcing on SQL injection. I want you people to download some commonly used passwords. Okay, commonly used passwords. Commonly used passwords list. Okay, you can copy it from here, or you can get some list in GitHub. Go with the GitHub 10 million password list, top 1000.txt. So copy this. Okay, copy this and then try to brute force your application. So there might be a chance. There might be a chance, and try to explore the other two options, guys. Okay, I will quickly explain the other two options. Try to explore them on live. Okay, so proxy intruder. So battering ram, I said it will go to every place, right? So the pitchfork, it will take two payloads, okay, two payloads at a time, okay, two payloads at a time, and it will enter into each one into single position. For example, it will take multiple payloads, will take multiple payloads. So if there are two positions, let's say if there are two positions, so payload one go here, payload two go here. But first position, first payload. sorry, first position here, first payload here, it will go here, it will come here. Okay, so from here, second, from this list, it is second. From this list, it is second. So here we are just playing with the permutations and combinations, guys. 3. Got it? Any doubts, Sandhya, here?
No.
So my question is, just try, just give this list as 10 users. Okay, 10 passwords and 10 username. Sorry, only 5 usernames, and see how this list is behaving. Okay, once you start the attack, it will give what you are getting attacks, right? Before even starting, you can see how many set of requests you are getting, number of requests. Okay, number of requests you are getting. By that also you can understand. And there is one more thing called cluster bomb. Okay, cluster bomb. Cluster bomb. This is one more attack type. So this also will take multiple payloads. Okay, this also will take multiple payloads. But how this will do is, so first 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say here 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So what it will do is it will put one username, all the passwords. Second username and all the passwords. Third username and all the passwords. Fourth username and all the passwords. Got it? So for attacking, like, brute forcing, which one you don't know the password, you don't know the username. So what out of these 4 types, what will be the best? What will be the best, Sandhya?
The last one, like checking for each and every password.
Yeah, for each and every password, it will generate. Okay, so it is, let's see how many passwords you will get for this position, and the homework is how you got it. Okay, I'm selecting cluster bomb. I'm going to payloads. I have given this simple list here. This is payload 1. Here I can select 2 payloads, and I will give this list. Again, the same list I am giving. Okay, again the same list I am giving. Here you can just copy paste. Okay, copy and then press on paste. How many count I got here? How many request count I got it here?
200. Sorry.
That's a payload count.
39,402.
Exactly. So how you got that number? Have any idea on that? It's not multiplication actually.
For each and every like username,
Yeah.
it's searching for all the passwords, so it gives all the combinations.
Exactly. So this is a combinations, like it is. Let's check the count. Okay, I'll see. How many payloads we have? 198. 198 into 198. 39,24204. It's giving 402. What is this? Is my calculator wrong or Bob's calculator wrong? So 198 square we are getting. Okay, 198 square we are getting. So I'm not sure why this anomaly, but yeah, it should be like that. Okay, so if I give this as pitchfork, so how many payloads you are expecting, Sandhya? So in pitchfork, place 1, position 1, position 2, everything it will be same. So how many requests I will be getting? Same.
Is it like
198.
same?
198. Okay, so any number of positions, I'm going to put my payload 1, payload 2, payload 3. That's it. Okay, so it is like that. So please go through this. It will be little confusing. And if I am taking into you, this is a damn sure question for them just to confuse them. Okay, so me being a bad guy in interview, I will ask this question just to confuse them. And yeah, sometimes I myself confuse when I'm doing this. That's so completely fine. Okay, yeah. If you practice, this will be This will become very handy while doing attacks, because we will be doing mostly, this is kind of manual only, but we are automating the requests. That's it. This is manual attack again. This is manual attack, but we are automating the requests. One small part we are automating. Got it? So try all these positions. Try to give multiple positions and see how this is behaving, and what are the response and request and response, how it is behaving, right? So, guys, did you install Burp Suite, Sandhya?
I did install, but I need to extract and do further
Yeah.
steps.
So try this one, the integrated browser itself, and let me know whether it's fast in your machine. Yesterday, for some
Okay.
reason, it was not working for me after
Yeah.
reinstalling. Earlier, it used to work very fast. So here, you don't want to install that Foxy, Proxy, etc., blah blah blah. And also, I want to install one more certificate uh, to avoid this error. So you can see this error here, right? So to avoid this error, I want to install a certificate again. So
Okay.
try to do it in integrated browser itself, or else you can install Firefox. Firefox is best. Earlier we used to use only Firefox. There was no there was no uh, this browser integrated in earlier versions. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, please go through the videos. From here, it's going to be very interesting. I like web application penetration testing rather than network penetration testing. And in the last couple of 3 sessions, I will explain how to report, how to we generated a report there, and we didn't go in deep on the network penetration testing report as well. Network vulnerability management report. So there we use Nessus tool and generated reports, right? So did you generate that reports as well? Did you try that?
I'm actually in like
Nessus.
Nessus
Yeah.
installation video.
Hmm.
I need to complete the later videos again.
Yeah,
I
okay,
did not
cool.
complete them. Like
No worries,
last
no
week,
worries.
we did not get any recordings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naveen was very busy with his office work.
Yeah.
He is having his new office in Hyderabad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, cool. No worries. So please go through the videos because
Sure.
they are important. Okay, cool. Bye.
Thank you.